how'd the walk go? Oh, it did, huh? Well, forgive me for sounding skeptical, Hunter, but you're sweating, and you've lost color. Sit down already before you fall over. Wild told you not to push it. It's only been a week. Hey, I might not agree with them on a lot of things, but we're on the same page on this one. You need to rest. Stubbornness isn't going to make you heal faster. If it could, I wouldn't be the only immortal in the room. You are lucky to even be up and walking this soon. If he'd hit anything else, hell, if he'd hit a different part of your liver even, your emergency backroom surgery probably wouldn't have gone so well, and you'd have a much steeper road to recovery. So stop trying to rush things. If you keep straining yourself, you might tear something back open and wind up flat on your back again. Food for thought. Not much. Wild stuck their head in while you were out and shoved a mic in my face. I think they're trying to crack the code on recording vamps before you finish recovering, which, I mean, good luck with that one, Wild. People have been trying to figure out what's up with that shit since the phonograph. I think it was my phone call that set them off. It's driving them nuts trying to figure out why a live or dead, I guess, call works and a recording doesn't. How the hell should I know? I just know it's a thing. Like how holy water burns me, but I can take the Lord's name in vain all I want. Don't think I didn't notice you changing the subject, by the way. Exactly how far did you walk tonight? A mile? You walked a fucking mile, Cupcake. Jesus Christ. No wonder you look like a trash fire when you walked in. I call it like I see it. Don't get me wrong. The pain and suffering smells great on you, but I don't think that was what you were going for. Relax. I wasn't making a pass at your neck. I meant what I said. I'm not going to try anything until you're feeling better. But that doesn't mean I don't notice when you walk in here looking like the easiest prey I've ever seen. Hunter, you know that Spitfire attitude is as cute as it is annoying, but I say this from a place of age and wisdom. Stop threatening to fight people when you look like you'll barf if you try to stand. Besides, wouldn't be a fair fight with the cuffs. Any progress finding that key, by the way? Fucking Wild. They're such an asshole. Hey, I offered to pinky promise not to kill them. If they don't trust that, that's not on me. Besides, the cuffs aren't quite as bad now that there's some fabric between me and the silver. I still would have preferred cooler gloves, but at least the wool's got the burn down to a vague itch. Speaking of, how's the pain today? You know, taking meds for this isn't a bad thing. You'll heal better when you're not hurting. Excuse you? Seeing you higher than a kite is just a bonus. You think I'm not looking forward to you being officially back on your feet? Anything that helps you recover more quickly means less time for Wild to poke and prod at me. And for the record, you pushing yourself is the opposite of helpful in that department. If you really won't take anything, there's always the alternative. You know what I mean. Look, I know your last time being enthralled was traumatic, but I wouldn't put you anywhere near as far under. Just enough to take the pain away. Pinky promise, Cupcake. Really? No, I mean, shit. Yes, okay. Yes. Let's do this. I don't need you to do anything special. I just need you to look at me. I mean, I can do voice-only stuff, but it's easier if I'm making eye contact. Otherwise, it takes longer and is a total pain in the ass, especially with me running on bagged blood. Not a complaint, just an explanation. You know, in case you need me to enthrall more people before the end of our road trip. Oh, you say that now, but I'll bet that tune'll change if we get pulled over by cops while I'm driving. No license, remember? Right, task at hand. Look into my eyes. God, that's cheesy. I feel gross just saying that. It's so goddamn cliche. Well, usually my victim, target, isn't this willing, so I don't ask. I just try to catch their eyes. Mostly by flirting. Lots of smoldering looks in dark corners. Occasionally, in my less friendly encounters, I just pin people up against walls until they go limp under the hypnotic pressure. But the last time anything like this happened was, never mind. No, it's just not important. What's important is getting you under already so I can take your pain away. You have the self-preservation instincts of a suicidal mayfly hunter. Why is this even so important to you? Fine. Last time I had anyone willingly go under my thrall, it was one of my live-in meals. Story over. Now look into my eyes. Oh my god. You just can't take the hint, can you? This is private, Hunter. I don't want to talk about my past relationships. Well, I don't ask you why you work alone, do I? No partners, no team? And sure, I've made quips about you probably getting into your line of work because a vampire killed your parents or whatever, but I haven't asked about what actually happened. Because I understand some shit is traumatic and personal and you don't ask. Okay, no, stop. I wasn't actually asking you to tell me. Besides, this isn't a transaction. You telling me your tragic backstory doesn't mean I'm obligated to share mine. If you spill your secrets, it better be because you actually want to, and you're not expecting anything in return. Got it? And don't tell me shit just because you feel guilty about prying. The last thing I need is you spilling your secrets impulsively and regretting it later once common sense catches up. You would. I'm not exactly the sympathetic ear you're looking for, remember? Quips as sharp as my teeth and no empathy whatsoever. Whatever. Let's just get this moving. I'm going to need you to take a deep breath. Hunter, for once in your life, just listen to me, okay? Take a deep breath in. Hold it. Hold it. Now let it out slowly. Look me in the eyes. Good. You're doing good. Still got those walls up, though. I'm gonna need you to let those down. Alright? Let me in. Deep breath. Hold. When you let it out, I want you to open up. Relax. No need to be so defensive. It's just me. You're tired, right? Had a big adventure today and everything. That resting sounds so nice. You'll feel so much better if you just give yourself over to the thrall. No. No. Don't tense back up. You're doing so well. It's because I used the T word, right? My bad. Should have known that'd trigger a knee-jerk reaction. Just forget I said anything, yeah? Yeah. Good hunter. Just keep breathing. Keep relaxing. I'm not going to hurt you. In fact, nothing hurts quite so bad anymore, right? Not your sore muscles, not your belly. All that pain is just ebbing away, nice and easy. Let it go. You don't need it. You just need to listen to my voice. Trust me, Cupcake. Let me take care of you. Damn, you dropped under like a rock just then. Took you long enough. Even with you actively trying to let me in, that was still a struggle. Lie down, all right? Give that body of yours a break. Feels nice, doesn't it? Not being in pain. I should really make you take those damn meds while you're under. You'd bitch about it later, but at least you wouldn't be wincing when you breathe too deep. I won't, though. Not when you trusted me to do this. You'll never let me in your head again if I fuck that up. Must have been scary, letting me in. After what happened at the auction house, it's no wonder you kept fighting against going under. Not being in control of your own mind is terrifying. Having someone telling you what to do is bad enough. Having them tell you what to think. You're braver than me, that's for sure. I didn't even want to learn Brawl at first. Took me a decade and a half to even try it. That's probably why I'm not as good as my sire, though I guess that could also be an age thing. I hope not. I hope I'm stuck with my clumsy, unrefined abilities for the rest of eternity. Besides, they work well enough for my purposes. I can talk my way out of any speeding ticket and ease pain on request. That's all I need. That's all I want. It's bullshit anyway, saying I'm bad at this. I'm not. Just because I'm not as good as I could be doesn't mean that I'm bad. My thrall's stronger than most other vampires, even without training. So take that, Victoria. Self-taught is plenty good for me. Ugh. Shit. Okay, forget everything you just heard, Cupcake. Fuck. What is it with me getting chatty with you while you're half conscious? Probably that you're easy to talk to, and I know there's no consequences for me when you won't remember what I said. I get to vent as much as I want without actually opening up. Huh, man, the therapist would probably have a field day with that. Maybe I'll look into getting a vampire therapist when we finally settle down. Or just kidnap a regular one and keep them in my basement. Kidding. Forget I said that too. Man, it really has been a while since someone let me put them under. I don't think I've had anyone willing to take that plunge since Morgan. Morgan was my last live-in meal. He was fun. I picked him up from a bar one night, just planning to drain him and dump the body, but shit. When he saw my fangs, I swear he looked like I'd just given him a puppy. I thought maybe he'd been reading some bad romance novels and was expecting me to turn him after talking for like an hour, like some kind of idiot who doesn't understand how big of a commitment that is. But he surprised me by asking if I liked to gamble. I don't know what made me indulge him. The same thing that kept me coming back to you, I guess. He seemed like it'd be fun. So I told him, yeah, I like gambling. You don't get to be my age without visiting Vegas at least once. And he grinned, pulled out a deck of cards, and bet me his life. It shouldn't have been much of a bet. I'd already been planning to kill him, and there was nothing stopping me from finishing him off even if he did win. For all he knew, I wasn't the sort of vampire to play by the rules. And God, Cupcake, it was tempting. His heart was racing the whole time we played. I felt like I was taking adrenaline shots just from being near him, just from breathing him in. I wanted to rip out his heart with my teeth. Even I wasn't sure what I was going to do when the game was over. It was close, but he won, and I didn't kill him. I wanted to devour him so badly, but I didn't, because I'd had fun. So I told him he was free to go. And that fucking idiot came back the next night with a suitcase, bedroom and board against the life he'd just barely escaped with. And that's how he wound up living with me. It wasn't always high stakes. He'd bet blood, secrets, time under thrall, and pettier shit too, like who got the remote. He definitely had a gambling problem, but he wasn't making bets with anyone other than me, so I didn't really care. He got snuggly under thrall. I wonder if you would be too, if I were over there instead of cuffed. Man, you'd be mortified by that, wouldn't you? Alright, forget everything I told you. Again. And get some sleep. You need it. Try to stay out for a good 8 hours, okay? And no nightmares. Dream about something nice for once. Sweet dreams, Cupcake. That's an order.